Good. Oh, there's no Claire. Oh, she's there. Good. All the people not coming, get rid of. Good. Right. Oh, Tom, I like your jumper. I have a similar shade. It's 23 degrees here, though. It's like sweater weather, but I'm in a vest and stuff. So say for me, Tom, I enjoyed the 23-degree sunshine as I checked on the progress of my Halloween t-shirt orders. I enjoyed the 23-degree sunshine as I checked on the order of my Halloween t-shirt orders. I checked on the progress of my Halloween t-shirt orders.
Le 23 degrés du soleil m'a plu tant que j'ai...
Go again from the beginning. I didn't quite understand the first bit. Go again. Pardon me, my mouthful.
Le 23 degrés soleil m'a plu.
I enjoyed the 23-degree sunshine. I would say le soleil de 23 degrés. Yeah?
Le soleil de 23 degrés m'a plu.
M'a plu.
M'a plu.
Whilst I checked on the progress of my my Halloween t-shirt orders.
Yeah. Pendant que j'ai vu,
j'ai regardé, j'ai confirmé, j'ai jeté un coup d'œil à the progress of my Halloween t-shirt orders.
J'ai vu, pendant que j'ai vu le progrès de mes commandes des t-shirts pour le Halloween.
Pendant que j'ai regardé ou j'ai confirmé le progrès.
Progrès.
Progress is the verb. De mes commandes de t-shirts pour Halloween. Okay? Pour Halloween.
Des t-shirts pour Halloween.
So, go again. Le soleil à 23 degrés m'a plu pendant que j'ai regardé le progrès de des t-shirts que j'ai commandés pour Halloween.
Le soleil de 23 degrés m'a plu pendant que... Sorry. Le soleil de 23 degrés m'a plu pendant... 23 degrés m'a plu pendant que je regardais le progrès de mes commandes de t-shirt pour Halloween.
Did Stuart come and go? Didn't Stuart come in and then leave?
I didn't notice, but...
Claire. Luke, what have you bought for Halloween? Your own face is already frightening. Luke, what have you bought for Halloween? Your own face is already frightening.
Luke, ce que tu achètes pour Halloween, ton visage est
your own face.
Ton propre visage
is frightening.
C'est très...
Now, if you watched Brendan earlier send my blood pressure through the roof, we spoke about the noun mal, which is a noun in this case. I know mal can sometimes be an adverb. Brendan, which two verbs did we have with mal?
Avoir and faire.
Gorgeous. The same with peur. J'ai peur. Ça fait peur. Yeah? Okay? So, is my visage a peur or is mon visage fait peur? Avec ton visage qui fait déjà peur, your face is already frightening, qui fait peur. I wake up in the middle of the night. I bump into somebody. Oh putain, tu m'as fait peur. You scared me. Yep. But what's the verb to frighten beginning with an E?
Effrayant. Effrayant.
Good, give me the infinitive.
Effrayé.
Good, now give me the ing form, as you said.
Effrayant. Effrayant.
C'est ça, je me dis, Luc, qu'est-ce que tu as acheté pour Halloween? Ton propre visage est déjà effrayant.
Luc, qu'est-ce que tu as acheté pour Halloween? Ton propre visage est effrayant.
Nice putting together, Claire. Nice length. It's just what I read. It's just what I read online about you. Claire can take a long one. Lovely. Lovely.
Luc, qu'est-ce que tu as acheté pour Halloween? Ton propre visage est très effrayant.
With a personality. Oh my God,
Sorry.
The bar has been set, people. The bar has been raised. They're going to fucking hate you in a minute, Claire. Well done. Lovely. You can also say, ça fait bien peur. Oh putain, ça fait bien peur. Lovely. Nathan. Given your age, I'm not sure if you remember a film called Beetlejuice. You can say Beetlejuice. Given your age, I'm not sure if you remember a film called Beetlejuice.
À cause de ton âge, je ne suis pas sûr.
Vu, or in more formal circumstances, étant donné. But vu ton âge.
Vu ton âge, je ne suis pas sûr que tu te souviens d'un film.
Je suis pas sûr, not sûr.
Je suis pas sûr. Vu ton âge, je suis pas sûr que tu te souviens d'un film qui s'appelle Beetlejuice.
Je suis pas sûr si tu te souviens, as opposed to je suis pas sûr que tu te souviennes. Because not being sure is a form of doubt. So you'll notice I deliberately gave you if. Yeah. Ouais, Luc, Nathan, vu ton âge, je suis pas sûr si tu te souviens d'un film qui s'appelle Beetlejuice. Just put that together for me, yeah?
Oui, Nathan, vu ton âge, je suis pas sûr si tu te souviens d'un film.
Not sir. Not excuse me, sir. Sûr.
Nathan, vu ton âge, je suis pas sûr que tu...
No, Nathan, you're not listening to me. Listen to the word. Sûr. Copy me. Sûr. Do we say bien sûr? No, we say bien sûr, don't we?
Sûr.
What?
Vu ton âge, je suis pas sûr si tu te souviens d'un film.
Say to me, you remember.
Tu te souviens
Mm-hmm.
d'un film qui s'appelle Beetlejuice.
During which the main characters only had to say his name 3 times and he would appear. During which the main characters only had to say his name 3 times and he would appear. Still with you, Nathan.
Pendant lequel les personnages ne fait que...
Les personnages, what's the main characters? Les personnages principaux.
Les personnages principaux, principal. I don't remember if personage is feminine or masculine.
Well, why don't we work on my happy face, which became my pissed off face?
Pendant lequel les personnages principaux.
What are the last 3 letters of the word personnage?
AGE.
Without the plural, yeah. AGE words tend to be masculine if they're not 1 syllable. Tend to be. Sur une page, la plage, cage, rage. But un massage, le lavage, le, rinçage, yeah, tends to be masculine, right? Lovely, right? So, pendant lequel les personnages principaux only had to say his name 3 times and he would appear.
Les personnages principaux doivent... Principaux doivent...
No. Only had to. What tense are we in with only had to?
Present imperative. Only have to.
Luke, when Luke was younger, he only had to think of a ballet.
Oh, okay. Only had to. They only.
What is the verb we're playing with in English when you say they only had to? What's the infinitive in English?
To have. To have
is it?
to.
Yeah, to have to. Devoir, not avoir. Lovely. And which tense are we in? Had to.
Past tense.
Great. We've got a simple past in English, which, as we know, in English can double up for 2 tenses, can't it? It can either be whoosh, or it can be la 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 la. So throughout this film, the characters only had to is ongoing on more than one occasion, isn't it? Yeah. So pendant ce film, pardon, pendant lequel les personnages principaux ne devaient qu'appeler, they only had to call, yeah, ne devaient qu'appeler 3 fois, ne devaient que dire son nom 3 fois, and he would appear. What tense is he would appear?
Conditional.
No, it isn't. Have a think. When I was younger, I would dance for hours with 0 joint pain before Dr. fucking Chung decided to ruin my life. It's not libel or scandalous. You know, if you say something which is legally true, prove that in court, you cunt. So basically, yes, Dr. Chi Chung decided to ruin my fucking life. So, what tense are we in? I would often wander lonely as you know. What tense are we in?
Oh, imperfect.
Good. It's an archaic usage of the imperfect. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. When Claire was, first. When Claire was first a mom, she would often, dose up Emma on Calpol and whiskey and go out for the night with her friends. Which explains the cocktails in. Oh, Nathan, did you know Claire went to Bali? Did she tell you? Did she not tell you? Did she not tell you Claire's been to Bali? Tom, did you know Claire'd been to Bali? As I said, if I'd been on that holiday with those photos, it'd be going on for 5 years. I'd be talking about it. Claire's like, Luke, jealousy is an ugly colour on you. Yeah, it explains the cocktails in the Instagram. So in other words, would, in this usage, which tense is it going to be in?
The imperfect.
That's it. So, ce film, pendant lequel les personnages principaux ne devaient que dire son nom 3 fois, et he would appear then. So what's he would appear?
Il apparaît.
That's not the imperfect, is it? Let me give you another verb. What's the verb to know with a C?
Connaître.
Good. What's the imperfect of connaître?
Connaissez.
There we go. Yeah,
Il
you
apparaissait.
guys all think A means was. It does, but if your verb already has an A. All right, good. What's the verb to appear?
Apparaître.
Good. As opposed to, what's the verb to appear, Brendan, when it's seem? Also beginning with a, what's the verb to appear when it means seem? Beginning with a P this time. Similar but different to apparaître. What verb is it? Paraître.
Oh, paraître.
So one is Luke appears sad and in pain. One is say his name 3 times and Luke appears. One is ta-da, here I am, and one is seem. Paraître versus apparaître. Yeah, we've also got comparaître and other things like that. So Luke seems sad, Luke semble triste. Or what's the conjugation of paraître, Brendan?
Luc paraît.
Spot on. Ça paraît bizarre. Yeah. Paraisse would be like the subjunctive or something. Lovely. Let me stick that in the group. What I'm sticking in the group, people following. Pareil, paraissant, paraissez, paresse, whatever. Good. So don't confuse paraître and apparaître. Do we see the difference? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Lovely. So Brendan, Luke, I remember this film. It seems they're going to make a second one. Luke, I remember this film. It seems they're going to make a second one.
Luc, je me suis souvenu ce film.
I remember we've had this before.
I was going to do it that way and I changed it. Je me souviens de ce film.
Remembering takes us to the past, but right now in the present, you are remembering. Off we go. Luke, I remember this film.
Luc, je me souviens de ce film.
Apparently,
pareil,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Il paraît,
They're going to make.
Ils vont faire une autre.
Un deuxième.
Une deuxième.
Ils vont en faire un deuxième. Luc, je me souviens de ce film. Il paraît qu'ils vont en faire un deuxième.
Oui. Can you say sequel? Like, is there a word meaning sequel?
I would also say le deuxième.
Le deuxième.
Une suite. Une suite. Go.
Oh,
Put it together, the whole thing.
Luc, je me souviens de ce film et il paraît ils vont faire un deuxième.
Good. I wanted to know, because this is how my tragic brain works, I wanted to know which film they chose to talk about for the word sequel and word reference. Terminator 2. What a quality choice. I had a feeling it was something comedy. And yes, sweet. Yeah, okay. I just had a feeling that it was something I remember giving it some before and it being something comedy. Lovely. Good. Brendan, I used to go to the cinema every Saturday because I had signed up to a club.
J'allais au cinéma tous les samedis parce que je m'étais inscrit au club.
To a club.
Je m'étais inscrit
à un club.
That's lovely, Tom, but you're telling Brendan the answer.
Thanks, Tom.
No.
That was
gorgeous grammar. That was gorgeous grammar. But earlier, in a fit of rage, I went, and let's get this out of the way. How do we pronounce I-N? Tom, listen up. How do we pronounce I-N? Like the word wine, Brendan. How do we pronounce the word wine?
For me to say, van.
So how are we going to say I had signed? The pluperfect was dealt with beautifully. But what's the fucking pronunciation? Je m'étais
inscrit.
Thank you. Good. Good. Tom, you'll go. I still haven't gotten used to seeing you without as much furniture behind you. I still haven't gotten used to seeing you without as much furniture behind you when you had like all the storage stuff. Like, yeah, there we go.
Je ne m'y...
I still haven't gotten used to seeing you.
Je ne m'y sois...
What is the verb to get used to?
Habitué à, m'habituer à, se habituer à.
Put those words together.
S'habituer à.
Say the letter A like you've been shown.
S'habituer à.
Say that. Spell what you've just given me.
S''HAB.
Good. So have we not already got an A? So why is the A at the end? We don't just want people in Israel to be in peace. We want people in Palestine to be in peace. We don't want anybody being blown up and killed. The at the beginning is just as important as the at the end. So can you pronounce them both appropriately?
Habitué à.
Thank you. Now say I got used to as an action.
Je me suis habitué à.
Je me suis
habitué à. Je me suis habitué à.
Mm-hmm. Now say for me, I haven't gotten used to.
Je ne me suis pas habitué à.
Why has the vowels gone to shit again?
Je ne me suis pas habitué à.
Listen to me. I don't want the no, but I want je me suis pas habitué à. I want the off you go.
Je me suis pas habitué
No,
à.
That's me giving you a guideline for the vowels. It doesn't mean I want those vowels. It doesn't mean I want that speed. Je me suis habitué.
Je me suis pas habitué à.
Thank you. I haven't got used to seeing you yet. I need a yet in the first bit. Je me suis
toujours pas habitué à.
Seeing you.
Je me suis toujours pas habitué à te voir sans...
Without so much furniture behind you.
Sans autant de meubles derrière toi.
I'm feeling lazy. Headbutt. What's the word for furniture?
Meuble.
No, it isn't. Meuble.
Meuble.
Good. People, obviously violence is wrong and inappropriate. It is far more fun to torture somebody mentally than physically. We do not approve of physical violence in this group, unless it's for sexual purposes. Lovely. So je me suis toujours pas habitué à te voir sans autant de meubles, without as much furniture. Word for furniture. Word for furniture before we get there.
Meuble.
Thank you, that's better. As in meublé, an appartement meublé, like a furnished apartment.
Meuble. Je ne me suis toujours pas habitué.
Toujours.
Je ne me suis pas toujours habitué à te voir sans autant de meubles derrière toi.
Vowel for furniture.
Meuble.
Say je veux.
Je veux.
Meuble. Je veux.
Meuble. Je veux. Je veux meuble.
Yes, Luke, it's made it a lot easier to say for me, my porn mags are now organised according to theme instead of in alphabetical order. Yes, Luke, it's made it a lot easier. Okay. I've been able to order my porn mags into theme rather than alphabetical order.
Okay, I've been able to. Oui, Luc, ça se fait beaucoup plus facile.
What is the verb we bloody use when we make something an adjective?
Rendre.
Do I have the right to be pissed off?
Yeah, you do.
Like you go.
Oui, vu que ça rend beaucoup trop facile, je pouvais, you said I could, or you said I have been able to.
So j'ai pu.
J'ai pu organiser mes organiser mes magazines.
Ordonner. J'ai pu mettre en ordre. J'ai pu classer ou trier. Yeah.
J'ai pu trier mes magazines de porno.
Mes magazines porno.
Mes magazines porno après
by theme and not by, you know.
Oui, après le thème et pas l'ordre alphabétique.
Lovely. So j'ai pu organiser ou ranger, ou j'ai pu arranger mes magazines pornographiques par thème et pas en ordre alphabétique. Okay? Par thème et pas en ordre alphabétique. Lovely. Tom. Everything which involves animals is now in a plastic folder. Everything which involves animals is now in a plastic folder.
Oui, tout à propos des animaux est maintenant dans un fichier plastique.
Tout ce qui s'agit des animaux est maintenant dans une classeur plastifié ou plastique. Yeah? Okay. Lovely. Claire, we can't judge this kind of thing. Brendan was young and he needed the money. We can't judge this kind of thing. Brendan was young and he needed the money.
On ne peut pas juger ce genre de choses.
Could just go again? I can't quite hear the vowels. On ne peut pas juger ce genre de choses.
On ne peut pas juger ce genre de choses parce que Brendan était jeune.
And he needed the money.
Il avoir de...
I don't mind which method you use, but we need it to go into the right tense. Save me present tense. He needs the money.
Il a besoin de...
Great. So now put that into the imperfect.
Il avait besoin de l'argent. Il avait besoin de l'argent.
Now save me. He needs the money, Claire, somehow involving the word faut. He needs the money. Save me present tense. He needs the money. Il
faut.
What's the second word? He needs. Il is not he.
Il se faut l'argent. No, il le faut.
Stand still. We've done this to death. Save me. I need a coffee with faut.
Il me faut un café.
Pause. In the expression il me faut, is il and me reflexive? Yes or no? Is il to me a reflexive arrangement? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is il to me a reflexive arrangement?
Yes.
Run through the reflexes for me. Je me.
Tu me faut.
No. Just right. Run through the verb to get washed. Je
me lave.
So je me is a reflexive arrangement. Next one, tu
te laves.
Great. Tu te is a reflexive arrangement. Next one.
Il se lave.
Thank you. Il se is a reflexive arrangement. Next one.
Elle se lave.
Yeah, fine. Don't worry about that. Nous
lavons.
Great. Nous is reflexive arrangement. Next one.
Vous lavez.
Great. Next one. Il
se lave.
Great. So je me lave, tu te laves, il se lave, nous lavons, vous vous lavez, il se lave. Is il me a reflexive arrangement? Is that one of the ones we've just...
Oh, no, it's not.
What would need to follow the word il to be reflexive?
A se.
And what would need to precede the word me to make it reflexive?
Il.
No, what would need to go before me to make that reflexive?
Je.
That's it, Claire, well done. So firstly, we know it's not going to be reflexive because il me faut is not reflexive. Next up, when you say I need a coffee, could you say for me again using il me faut? Could you please say for me I need a coffee?
Il me faut un café.
Gorgeous. Il me faut un café. In that sentence, did we go directly or indirectly from faut to un café? Il me faut un café. Did we go directly or not?
Directly, yeah.
Gorgeous. We didn't have a fucking at in there, did we? So
No.
therefore, the relationship between faut and un café is direct. So if you've got an arrangement where there's already a direct relationship in the sentence, what does that leave for the person? They're not going to be direct, but they're going to need to be what?
Indirect.
Gorgeous. And what is the pronoun for a he or a she with an indirect word? Il. What word's going to go there? Thank you. So by process of elimination, I'd make a very good Sherlock Holmes. I have a very good long brown corduroy coat. Il lui faut. Yeah? Okay?
Yeah.
So that is he needs whatever. So what was our original sentence? He needs what was it?
He needs the money. He needs the money.
He needed the money, right. So il lui faut. So what would that be? He needed the money. What would il lui faut be in the past tense, in the imperfect?
Il lui a fallu.
But not in the action. It's a description of him needing the money.
Il lui fallait.
Lovely. Okay, so he needed the money.
Il lui fallait l'argent.
Good. Say for me, on one occasion, it was more than once, he sold himself. Imagine it was once. He sold himself. Imagine it was on one occasion. He sold himself. Reflexive past. Poetry past.
Il s'est vendu.
Good. Closer to the truth. Many times, although in English we'll say he sold himself throughout his 20s. Ongoing. Okay, so how would you say he sold himself if we were referring to many times?
Il s'est vendu.
Second word is going to be? Il
s'est vendu.
What's the second word going to be?
Il s'est vendu.
Pause. Does the was tense have an auxiliary?
No.
Off you go. Il se
vendait.
That's it. We don't need a hybrid of the two. Good. Lovely. Excellent. Nathan, I've downloaded the majority of his work. It's very impressive. Brendan was very flexible, but I will never consider a can of Coke in the same way again. Here you go.
J'ai téléchargé la plupart de son œuvre et il est très impressionnant.
La plupart de son what?
De son œuvre.
Son œuvre, lovely. Yeah,
son œuvre. Et il est très impressionnant, mais je peux pas voir en une canette de Coca.
Je peux plus voir une canette de Coca de la même manière.
De la même manière.
Lovely. Okay. Every time I hear the song for Always Coca-Cola, I think of what Brendan had to do.
Chaque fois, j'entends la chanson.
À chaque fois que you think you're going into a subject pronoun. It's okay to be sarcastic, but we've got to have grammar in place. À chaque fois que j'entends la chanson de Coca-Cola, je pense Because you know in French it's the same. It's always toujours Coca-Cola. Like you're always Coca-Cola. It's the same thing, yeah. Okay. And then in other countries it's like siempre Coca-Cola. It's the same thing. Okay. Lovely. Good. I think of Brendan and what he had to do.
Je pense à Brendan et ce qui
Now again, he had to do. Your choice
lui
over whether you're going with
fallu.
one-off thing or not. Do you take my point?
Yeah.
What would it be if it was a one-off thing?
Ce qu'il a dû faire.
What would it be if it was not a one-off thing?
Ce qu'il devait faire.
Gorgeous. I won't even get us on to the whole holidays are coming, holidays are coming. Lovely. Good. Brendan. Of all the work I'm proud of, this wasn't my favorite role. Of all the work I'm proud of, this wasn't my favorite role.
De tout le travail.
Tout le travail, lovely, that I'm proud of.
De tout le travail de.
No, not de.
De tout le travail.
No, stand still. Say for me, I am proud of Luke.
Je suis fier de Luc.
Give me the masculine. Je suis fier. Yeah, okay, je suis fier de Luc.
Je suis fier de Luc.
Which preposition is there?
De.
What's the reverse to de called?
En.
Fuck off.
Dans.
Thank you. I've been over this. On is a replacement.
Yeah, sorry.
Don is a reversal.
Yeah.
Off you go. Save me the work I'm proud of.
Le travail dont je suis fier.
How important is this red, blue, and green shit? You think I'm boring the pants off all of you, but it is so fucking vital. Off you go. De tout le travail dont je suis fier. Lovely.
De tout le travail dont je suis fier.
Say for me, including this role. Let's add something else. Including this role. Inclus. Inclus.
Inclus.
Stand still. Stand still. Spell for me the first two letters of inclus.
I-N.
Oh, and how do we pronounce that?
As in vin.
Am I a patient cunt? Just tell the internet Luke has the patience of Job. Just tell them. They all think I'm a twat. You've heard it here today, people. Off you go. Including this job.
Il inclut ces rôles. Ces postes.
Ce rôle. Lovely. Okay. Lovely. We can also say y compris, which confuses a lot of people because they're like understood, but it's like comprised of. So y compris or you know, il y a beaucoup de pays for lots of countries, including y compris, y inclus, you know, whatever, you know. Good. Lovely. So de tout le travail dont je suis fier, say for me, it's not the role I'm proudest of.
Ce n'est pas le rôle que. Oh non, ce n'est pas le rôle dont je suis fier le plus.
No, the proudest.
Ce n'est pas le rôle dont je suis.
No, the proudest.
Ce n'est pas le rôle dont. What's the sentence?
Say for me, I am proud.
Je suis fier.
Say for me, I am prouder.
Je suis fier.
I'm prouder.
Je suis.
Yeah. Say for me, I'm tall.
Je suis haut.
We're not in Latin, Spanish. I'm tall, je suis gros. Wake up with a G. Come on, wake up. Je suis gros.
Grande.
Put my clock back on. I'm tall. Go, hurry up.
Je suis grand.
Okay, I'm taller.
Je suis plus grand.
I should bloody well think so. Hurry up, wake up, take your hand off your face. This isn't a bloody sit around jerk session. This is a language class. I'm the tallest.
Je suis le plus grand.
Thank you. Of all the, it's not the role I'm the most proud of. All right. So this is the superlative. Superlative. In other words, what do we need? Hang on. Luke is teaching. What is the point of all of this? In French, more and most is the same word, Bren. Plus. So it's not that that's going to give us the difference between more and most. It's the inclusion of the word the, isn't it? That's what's going to knock me up from plus, from more into most. All right? So say for me, it's not the work I'm the most proud of.
N'est pas le travail dont je suis le plus fier.
There we go. Don't we learn? It might be sarcastic and funny. Aren't I fucking skilled to come up with sarcastic shit that gets all of this grammar in it? Lovely. Well done. So are we completely secure on comparative, equative, superlative, all of this business? Le. We need the le. We need the le. All right? Good. Tom. I considered this kind of thing myself. I applied online. Luke helped me take appropriate photographs.
J'ai considéré ce genre de choses moi-même. J'ai fait une application en ligne.
J'ai postulé.
J'ai postulé en ligne. Luc m'a aidé à faire une photo.
What comes after aider? Luc m'a aidé.
Faire.
Thank you. Are we clear on that properly? What's the dictionary infinitive to help?
Aider quelqu'un faire quelque chose.
Quelqu'un is what I am doing this. What is the pronunciation of the word someone?
Quelqu'un.
That is what I am. Quelqu'un. What's the word for someone? No?
Quelqu'un.
No? We're not in Spanish.
Quelqu'un.
Say for me 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Take the first vowel that you've just used. Say for me quelqu'un.
Quelqu'un.
Good, not quelqu'un. Don't go around, my darling boys, saying quelqu'un. People will rip the fuck out of you. Yeah, they'll laugh. Quelqu'un, not quelqu'un. Yeah, quelqu'un. Not being rude, but what we referred to as the Tom sex noise, because we needed to get you physical association with this vibration. Yes, say for me quelqu'un.
Quelqu'un.
Look at my chest. It's from there. Yeah, not on. All right. Good. Somebody's going to make a GIF out of that. And it'll be me. Okay. Off you go. So, off you go. So, same thing again. So I consider what's the dictionary infinitive? What's the dictionary infinitive to help somebody?
Aider quelqu'un faire quelque chose.
No, I've just bloody told you. Yes.
À faire quelque chose.
But spank, you were given that fucking 27 seconds ago. Go again.
Aider quelqu'un à faire quelque chose.
And again.
Aider quelqu'un à faire quelque chose.
Pause. Earlier in today's class, you were made to put your A up in the air. Much as in this application video that you submitted, you put your A in the air. So can you put your A in the air now, please?
Aider quelqu'un à faire quelque chose.
I can't hear the A before faire.
Aider quelqu'un à faire quelque chose.
I can't hear the A. I need the sharpness on the A. Yeah? Do you see what I mean? The northern A. I need. Oui, alors j'ai aidé quelqu'un à faire, even if it's quickly, à faire, not faire. Yeah?
Aider quelqu'un à faire quelque chose.
You don't need to dwell on it, but it's got to be the right vibration. Do you totally see the point I'm making, Tom? Yeah? Okay. What's the dictionary infinitive to allow? Permettre.
Permettre à quelqu'un à faire quelque chose.
Permettre à quelqu'un, then what? De faire quelque chose,
De
yes.
faire. Yeah, de faire.
Boys, brush up on your girls. Sorry, I didn't see Claire's face. Brush, because she's not got the camera. Brush up on your dictionary infinitives. What's the infinitive for allow? Permettre à quelqu'un de faire quelque chose. What's the dictionary infinitive of help? Aider quelqu'un. No preposition. Yep. All right. Good.
If you say, sorry, Luke, something, I'm getting confused about something that I half understood before. If you go straight from the verb to help to an object, you don't have a preposition, right?
Right. Let me explain.
So you would say j'ai aidé Luke, not j'ai aidé à Luke.
Let me explain. You guys carry a bag around with you. And in this bag, you know that a day comes with a few accessories. And your brain has gone, oh yeah, there's an a with a day. There is, but there are two possible gulfs with the verb. There are two places that you can have something. Hang on, I'm going to have to move now, which is really, really bloody difficult with this hippobusitis. I wanted Stuart around. I thought he might know something about this. Oh God, I'm in so much pain, and none of it is my fucking natural destiny. Oh God. Oh. If I jump off the Eiffel Tower, you better get your fucking dictionary infinitives in order in my memory. Right. What should we use as a prop? Let's use this rather nice geranium and orange body lotion. Sometimes if you go into the gym and you don't want to waste a whole load of Acqua di Gio, a little bit of this. Lovely. Let's use this special occasion melatonin. This is me, the blue. This is you lot, because you're boring the fuck out of me to sleep. And let's say this rather exciting sock with ice lollies all over it that I bought is going to be the verb. So Luke helps, whatever the verb is, Tom to read. You'll notice there's Luke, there's Tom, and there's Tom's verb. So there are two gulfs between how Luke gets to Tom and how Tom gets to his verb. There's a gulf there and there's one here. You got me? All right. There might be an a here. There might be an a here. It doesn't mean it's going to be in the same gulf. So your brain is used to thinking, oh, aide has an a. Yes. Luke aide Tom. Nothing in between. Luke aide, well, the verb, Tom, à faire quelque chose. Yeah. So there's an a to answer your question with aide, but between Tom, not before Tom. All right. So in other words, that would then translate into Luc l'aide à parler la langue française. Yeah. Whereas if we had permettre à quelqu'un de, think about it logically, we're not going to have an a and an a. Yeah, there, really. So Luc permet à quelqu'un de faire quelque chose. Luc lui permet de faire quelque chose. Does that make sense, Tom? So your brain goes, there's an a around here somewhere. There's an a around here somewhere, but it's not in the place that you need. So in other words, aide is direct to the person. Yeah, all right. Why, as well, is this problematic? Because somebody who used to be quite respected in language circles, who now makes smutty jokes online, wrote to Word Reference and said, can you, as standard, not always just use me and te in your examples? Because if you use me and te, no one knows, do they? So yes, the trained eye knows to look at the side of a verb. What do we know? What tells us this? We've spoken about this before. What do we see? So Tom, what should we be seeing in a dictionary that will tell me that this is, you know, that it's going to be direct? What do we normally see written in a dictionary when you look up a verb? Any idea? BTR.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is it's transitive or intransitive, but that doesn't affect if it's direct or indirect.
If it's direct transitively, it'll basically have like VTR as the little blue thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So transitive being this into the object relationship, and if it's indirect, requisite to have an object, it'll have the indirect thing written, VTR, like indirect kind of thing. Lower down, you'll have the dictionary infinitive. So let me look up aider. Might not always be the first thing, but look for a form with quelqu'un. Yeah, look for a form with quelqu'un. There we go.
Yeah, it's got it.
Aider quelqu'un à faire quelque chose. That's the dictionary infinitive that you need, as opposed to à quelqu'un. Yeah, you got it? Yeah. So that is basically what you want to be hunting for with most verbs. Yeah? Good. Claire Bear. Luke, remind me the name of the cream that you put on your neck and wrists when you go to the gym. Luke, remind me the name of the cream, because it's nice to smell nice in the gym. Remind me the name of the cream that you put on your neck and your wrists when you go to the gym.
Luc, rappelle-moi le nom de la crème que tu as mis.
That you put, present tense, that you put, que tu...
Tu mis, mais.
Present tense, may, well done.
Tu mets.
On your neck.
Sur ton cul et ton épointe.
This is really gonna hurt because of my fucking hip. Ah! Do you want me to put cream on my fucking ass? Is that where you want me to put it?
Oh.
Ah!
Oh dear.
Where's it gonna go?
Cool.
I would
have
do
trouble
anything for fucking Phil. I fucking love. But trust me, as a general rule, up until now in life, Luke don't fucking cream up his ass for anybody. It's the other way around. But you know what? The fucking gloves are off because I fucking love that dude. So basically, yeah. So what is the word for neck?
Cul?
That's arse.
Oh God.
Cou.
I have trouble with the difference between the U and the.
I know you have. Which is why you wind up pregnant. Cou versus Q. Cou versus Q. Yeah. Okay. Q.
Just remind me which one's which.
C-U-L is Q. C-O-U is coup. Like a coup, C-O-U-P. Coup de poing.
Like a pigeon cooing.
Say that again. Yes.
Pigeon. Coo.
Yes, exactly. Coup. Say for me. Say reste là un coup. Stay there a bit. Un coup. C-O-U-P. Say reste là un coup.
Reste là un coup. Coo. Reste là un coup.
Not Q. Coup.
Coo.
Do your pigeon coop thing. Coup. That's better. That's nice. Good. Not Q. Q is arse. Okay. Lovely. We're not creaming up the arse. Well, other people might. Good luck to them, but not for me. Lovely. So, great. So, Claire, remind me the name of the cream. Rappelle-moi le nom de la crème that you put on your neck.
Rappelle-moi le nom de la crème que tu mis sur ton cul.
Que tu mets, yeah.
Mais tu mets sur ton cul et ton poignet
Good. You know the fucking basics. You can know. No. Lovely. Good. I like this. Good. Claire, it's less. Mind you, I bloody lost a load of Acqua di Gio this fucking week. £60. No, £90 down the pisser. I left it in the back of a taxi. I was so annoyed. So for me, it's less expensive than my normal. It's less expensive than my normal perfume. It's less expensive than my normal perfume.
C'est moins cher que mon parfum habituel.
Lovely or normal? Lovely. I recommend it if you want a present for a man or for a woman. It's nice for everybody. I recommend it if you want a present for a man or a woman.
Je le recommande si tu veux un cadeau pour un homme ou une femme.
Good. Lovely. Excellent, Claire. Nathan. Time was I used to get sent gifts and all sorts by people online. Now I just get smuts and weird shit. Luke.
I wonder why.
What did you say?
Sorry, you weren't supposed to hear that. I didn't realise my microphone was off.
I wonder why.
I said I wonder why. Yes.
I get sent some major filth. Lovely. Nathan. Luke. Okay, bye Bren. Nathan. Tell me, Luke, do you tend to buy your perfume online or in person?
Dis-moi, Luc, est-ce que tu as l'habitude d'acheter la crème en ligne sur place?
En
magasin?
Est-ce que tu as tendance à acheter en ligne ou en personne? Yeah.
En personne.
Somebody's just sent me the weirdest video.
Quelqu'un de m'envoyer.
No, somebody's just sent me.
Quelqu'un vient de m'envoyer la vidéo la plus bizarre.
Good, okay. I don't know what they want me to do.
Je ne sais pas ce qu'il me veut faire.
Say for me, they want me to do. Tom, I would cry as well. I can see why you've taken your glasses off. Say for me, they want me to do.
Il veut que je fasse.
So in other words, that you're comfortable with, throw in a little clause to the left and you all panic. Yeah, say for me, I what they want me to do. How do you say what they want me to do? So,
ce qu'il veut que je fasse.
What?
Ce qu'ils veulent que je fasse.
Right. I don't know what they want me to do.
Je ne sais pas ce qu'ils veulent que je fasse.
Great. Let me explain to you what ce qui and ce que and ce à quoi and ce dont are. They are butterfly nets. They're going, that thing there. I like what Tom did on his application video. Saucy. J'aime ce que. I like this thing. I might be illustrating this thing. I might be making a point about this thing by using a verb. I like that sweater. It's a nice neck on Tom. He looks handsome. I like what Tom's wearing. Verbally, I've got an obligation because this is like a nominal. I like that thing that Tom is wearing. It's like taking the place of a noun. I don't know what it is that they want you to do. I mean, it might be a double clausey thing to get you through it, but it's still butterfly net referring to this concept that is basically a noun, but just described Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't like it when I get all grammatical, do any of you? So basically, je n'aime pas, tu vois, moi je sais pas ce qu'il veut que je fasse. Je sais pas ce que je sais pas ce qu'il veut. No, sorry, I don't know what they want him to do. You know, je sais pas ce qu'ils veulent qu'il fasse. No, it's quite doable to have that. Does that make sense? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good. We're going round that way. Tom. Tell me, Luke, how did you manage to lose your perfume? That doesn't seem fair.
Perfume, did you say?
Yeah, Luke, tell me your aftershave. Luke, tell me how did you manage to use your aftershave? It doesn't seem fair.
Dis-moi, Luke, comment est-ce que tu arrivé à perdre... Tu es arrivé à perdre...
Pronunciation of perdre.
Perdre ton lot de toilette, ça ne doit pas juste.
This bitch don't buy eau de toilette. Actually, I stand corrected. The eau de parfum I don't like as much in the Acqua di Gio. I stand corrected. Normally, the eau de parfum.
Eau de parfum is,
but if
is
you
aftershave?
if you did have your one, you're not going to have ton l'eau de toilette, are you? You're going to have ton eau de toilette. Right? So, dis-moi, Luc, comment est-ce que tu es arrivé à perdre ton parfum? Dis-moi, Luc, comment est-ce que tu es arrivé à perdre ton eau de... ton parfum. Again.
Dis-moi, comment est-ce que tu es arrivé à perdre ton parfum?
Perdre.
Perdre. Dis-moi, comment est-ce que tu es arrivé à perdre ton parfum?
Ton
parfum.
And again.
Dis-moi, comment est-ce que tu es arrivé à perdre ton parfum?
Good. What happened to you?
Qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé?
What's the liaison that you're making?
Qu'est-ce qui...
I'm not saying it's wrong, I just need to hear it if you're going to do it.
Qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé?
I thought you were right the first time. You're wrong the second time. Say for me, you arrived. Normally, you arrived, starting with tu.
You arrived, tu es arrivé.
Don't blur it. Say it to me cleanly with the liaison though.
Tu es arrivé.
Tu es arrivé. Yeah, it's a Z sound.
Tu es arrivé. Yeah? Tu es arrivé.
Because who's doing the verb in tu es arrivé?
Tu.
Great. The thing that happened to you is doing the verb now. So what's the spelling of the verb to be in the middle?
EST, no?
EST. So the liaison, despite your mouths being used to it, is qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé rather than qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé. In a slang way, you arrived. Say for me, you arrived.
In a slang way, tu es...
T'es arrivé, yeah?
Yeah, t'es arrivé.
Blur, but blur well. Don't blur to the point of hiding the vowels. T'es arrivé, go on.
T'es arrivé.
Lovely. So that is t'es arrivé. T apostrophe es, which is slang. Arrivé, e or an extra e, depending whether you're male or female. So you're used to saying es arrivé, but it's et arrivé, yeah? Yeah. Qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé, small t? Qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé?
Qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé?
Good.
Arrivé.
That's it. All right.
Okay. So that's what I thought I was saying.
Do you see the point? Do you see what I'm on about, Nathan?
Yeah, no, I totally see it. I think I thought I was trying to say it, but I didn't commit to it properly, so it just got all...
Yes. Yeah. Let's be honest. Your mouth is more used to saying es arrivé than et arrivé, but if it's going in the past, so let's just be very clear. What happened? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Yeah. Is going to be more common, but what happened to you?
Yeah.
Qu'est-ce qui t'est arrivé? Because it's arrivé à quelqu'un. Yeah. Claire, I had to go to hospital and the bag in question was black and the seat was black in a taxi. I was getting changed on the way out of the hospital. So say for me, I had to go to hospital and the bag. Now, what's the word, Claire, for I'd show you, but it's been lost. But I don't know if it is either at the hospital or in the taxi firm, and I haven't heard from anybody yet. I've submitted a lost property thing. Yeah, so yeah, so say for me again. I don't know. Say for me, the bag. I left a bag. I left a black bag on a black seat in a dark car.
I'm having problems with lift. Sorry. J'ai laissé mon sac dans le taxi.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a black bag.
Yeah. C'est un sac noir. Oh.
Yeah. But what's the little word for a toiletries bag?
Oh.
Une trousse.
Une trousse. Oh.
Yeah, une trousse, like a pencil case. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and again?
J'ai laissé mon sac de tusse. Sac de tusse or just une tusse?
Une trousse. It's just the word for a pencil case. So je laisse une trousse. Yeah, okay.
J'ai laissé une tusse dans le siège de taxi. Une taxi.
Lovely. Yeah. Yeah. Siège. Well done for using siège. Lovely. Which was black.
Ce qu'elle est noire.
Ce qui était noir.
Ah,
in the dark. How to say in the dark?
Don't know.
Dans le noir.
Dans le noir. Oh, just
That's
dans le noir.
Which is also the name of a restaurant in Clerkenwell in London where you get given your food completely in the black. Luke, don't be French. Completely in the dark.
Mm.
Yeah. I like to know whether or not there's a stray pube from the kitchen in your food, don't you? I'd like to see what I'm eating.
I do too.
You know, I do. Yeah, exactly. The only time I'd pop anything in my mouth in the dark, it would be a human being. And that's not going to happen because it's not there's only one person. But yeah, not convinced. But there used to be a really funny TV show here where people would go on a blind date on that show and they'd connect and it would all be like, oh, lovely, I really connected. And then they'd just see each other. And if they just weren't each other's type, they just, you'd know what would happen. Nothing would happen. Do you know what I mean? And stuff. Good. Claire, do me another one. Tom is supposed to come to these classes. He needs to make an effort. Tom is supposed to come to these classes. He needs to make an effort.
Tom est censé venir à ses cours.
Nice. He needs to make an effort.
Il lui faut un effort.
Remind me, which version of need do we use for verbs and which version of need do we want to try to be using for nouns? He needs to make an effort. Is that about a verb?
Yeah, il doit faire un effort.
That's it. That's it. Lovely, Claire. Claire, you're going up loads. Well done. Okay.
I actually have to go now. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's fine. Claire goes up and Tom goes down. Well, that's what it said that's what the graffiti said. A couple more for me, boys.
Bye.
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 Good. I need to finish the broccoli I cooked yesterday. Otherwise, it's a waste. Nathan.
Je dois finir le chou.
No, broccoli. Chou is cabbage.
Le brocoli que j'ai cuisiné hier.
Cuisiner, not cuisinier.
Cuisinier.
No, cuisiner, not cuisinier. Not
Cuisiner.
cuisinier. Yeah, that's a person. So cuisiner. Yeah.
Cuisiné hier.
Otherwise, it's a waste.
Sinon, je vais gaspiller mon temps.
C'est une perte de temps. C'est une perte de temps.
C'est une perte de temps.
Good. Okay. Good. Tom. Luke. Good for you. We should all eat more vegetables.
Luc, bien pour toi.
Bravo pour toi. C'est bien. Bravo pour toi.
Luc, bravo pour toi. On devrait tout manger plus de légumes.
On devrait. What's the word that comes after? On devrait.
On devrait manger.
No, we should all eat. On devrait.
On devrait tout manger plus de légumes.
Not tout. Pronunciation.
Toutes.
That's it.
Tous. Et toutes.
Good.
On devrait toutes manger plus de légumes.
Good. Nathan, this brush is a French brand. It's like a mini massage every time. This brush is like a French brand. It's like a mini massage every time.
Ce truc est une marque française.
No, this brush.
I know, I'm blanking on the word right now. Ce brosse.
Now, out the two of you, you're not the one I'd suspect of not knowing what a brush was. It's my boy with his lovely line.
Oh, it burns. Luke, it really burns sometimes, you know? I'm joking.
No, oh my God, I'd be devastated. You brushed your hair all smart once. I was devastated. It's your cute little thing. It has followers.
I don't think I've ever brushed my hair, though.
Well, no, I'm not being facetious or mean. People love Tom's hair. I get comments about it.
Yeah.
My daughter's mother commented on it. She said he was a hot geek. She did. She said he was a hot academic geek. And she's into chicks. So that's quite an impressive. You converted one. No, I love his little messy hair. Please don't think I'm being mean, Tom. I love your hair. I'd be heartbroken if it was all gelled down and whatever.
You know I am.
Yeah, so what's the word for a brush, Nathan?
Brosse.
Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
Go again then.
J'aime ce brosse. C'est une marque française.
Cette brosse.
J'aime cette brosse, c'est une marque française et c'est comme mon massage chaque fois.
What's the gender of massage?
Masculin.
How do we know?
AGE.
Did we do that earlier?
We did.
It's almost as if I have a curriculum. Lovely. Good. Two more for me. Nathan. They are brilliant, actually. They're really cool. Balmain, B-A-L-M-A-I-N. They're for extensions. My friend put me onto them because I'm a bit of a baby with hard brushes. I'm like, and it was when I had long hair. And they're for like people with hair extensions so that they don't yank the hair extensions out. They're so soft. Like, look, this is my face. And you could go on your face with it and stuff. It's so nice. It works, but it's just, it's like a little massage every time. Good. If I don't know what to buy someone for Christmas, I'll buy them that brush, some chocolate, and 2 good books. If I don't know what to buy someone for Christmas, I'll buy them that brush, some chocolate, and 2 good books. And that cream shit, actually, because everybody likes the smell of that. So, off you go.
Si je ne sais pas ce que je devrais acheter quelqu'un pour Noël, je l'achetais.
Now, this has brought me onto something that we've done with John earlier. Ce qui, ce dont is our butterfly net, but we have to qualify it with a person doing a verb, don't we? We need a subject afterwards. What could we use instead without having to go via a subject? Quoi? Ouais, si je sais pas quoi acheter. Have you heard that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Say to me, I don't know what to do. Tom, say, I don't know what to do.
Je sais pas quoi faire.
There we go. As opposed to, I don't know what I should do. Say to me, I don't know what I should do. Tom, I don't know what I should do.
Je sais pas que je devrais faire.
Je sais pas what? Je sais pas.
Je sais pas que je devrais
Je
faire.
sais pas.
Quoi je devrais faire, non?
I should do is a person doing the verb, so therefore what's it going to be? What have I just said we use if it's, what's my butterfly net if I've then got a person doing the verb?
Oh, je sais pas ce que sorry, I'm getting really tired. Je sais pas ce que je devrais faire.
That's the fucker. Yeah, right. Do you see the point, people? Lovely. Nathan, you look very happy with that bit of information. Yeah. Give quoi a little Google on word reference. Oh, a little word reference. You know, there's some good expressions with quoi that we use. N'importe quoi. J'ai de quoi. Have you got what it's, you know, il a déjà de quoi faire. He's already got enough on his plate. N'importe quoi. De quoi tu parles. We know that from the red, blue and green. A lot of expressions with quoi. You know, quacker versus quacker is itself worth a look at. Go and remind yourself that. There's a video on that. Yeah, quacker versus quacker. Go and have a look. There's some homework for next week. Let me find you that video. That's a very good one. Oh, Luke. Basically, quacker as one word is basically like Bianca. So it's followed by the subjunctive. Whereas quoi space que is like whatever it may be. Quoi que ce soit, which will also be followed by the subjunctive. Versus like quacker as in although you know, although we're late, we can still enter. Quoi qu'on soit en retard, you know. It's like Bianca, basically. But you can also use it with an adjective, like, you know, although, you know, although bright, he's lazy. Quoique intelligent, il est paresseux. Whereas you couldn't use Bianca with an adjective. So that's quite, you know, quacker, let me find quacker. Now, if I just did quacker as a search on its own, would it come up with logic language learning? It would be nice to think it would, wouldn't it? Oh, yes, it does come up. Yeah. Let's have a little look, see. 5 years ago, I don't even want to see the face of youth that I'm about to see. A pre-ciprofloxacin in beauty. Oh my God, who is this boy? More. Share. Good. Yeah. One more each, I feel. Good. Tom, although you teased me, I know you love me and my hair. Although you tease me, Luke, I know you love me and my hair.
Bien que tu t'es bien que tu t'es foutu de ma gueule, je sais.
Pause. Well done for remembering a compound verb, somebody. Just the fact that even one person did makes me happy. Bien que takes what? As we've just discussed.
Takes the subjunctive, but it's in the past, so that's why I didn't know.
So that means...
Oh, bien que... Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I do know this. Sorry, I'm getting I moved to Germany and everything's fucked. Bien que tu te sois foutu de ma gueule, je sais que tu aimes mon cheveu.
No, you've got
Mes
more
cheveux.
than one. You've got more than one. Mes cheveux.
Mes cheveux.
Good. Okay. Lovely. All right. Go again.
Bien que tu te sois foutu de ma gueule, je sais que tu aimes mes cheveux.
Good. This time, just for the sake of it, can you se moquer de?
Bien que tu te sois moqué de ma gueule, je sais que tu aimes mes cheveux.
Just moquer de. Se
Oh,
moquer.
moqué, it's not my goal. Bien que tu te sois moqué de moi, je sais que tu aimes mes cheveux.
Good. All right. Taquiner, would you use have? Bien que t'es taquiné, bien que tu es taquiné, bien que tu es. Yeah. All right. Se moquer de. Good. Last sentence of the day. Nathan, after teasing his hair. No, I wasn't teasing his hair. I was teasing the brushing hair. After teasing his hair, I told him I was joking.
Après s'être moqué de
There we go.
ses
That's all I care
cheveux.
about. I don't care about the rest. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. Well done. Yep. Auxiliary infinitives. Haven't we covered a fucking load since we got started? Haven't we achieved a lot? Haven't we got a lot?
It's been a journey.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, yeah, we always say this, but it's really been very, very great.
Beneficial. My brain just thinks, how much of this stuff would you still be walking around doing incorrectly had it not have been pointed out? I think that is the bigger issue. Because I do meet people that live in France and have lived in France for a while that still do this shit. And I'm just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
the stereotype is that French people correct you, but I wish they would correct me more.
Well, tell them to then.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't correct me. They just kind of was like, ha ha, yeah, and then they never spoke to me again. It's much more of a passive correction. But I mean, I don't blame them. But
That's the thing. You'll be sort of distant. You know, that's the thing. All I want is for you guys to be. I don't need to be lonely. I don't need to be like living in a country and just feel on the edge. I mean, if you want your own company, that's fine. I don't mind anybody enjoying their own company. This might surprise people because I talk a lot for work, but I enjoy my own company. But it's like, you know, I just don't want anybody. I don't like anybody left out. It's never something I'm comfortable with. Yeah, or never. That's never sat well with me. Even at the beginning of dance classes and stuff, even if I'm dying and I really need to stretch or something, if there's somebody new who will be like, I can see he's super anxious about being there, I'll be like, hi, where are you from? And often it's why they come back as well, to be honest. But I think we're getting to the end of me being able to do that because this hip shit is getting so fucking annoyingly bad. I really needed Stuart because I think he's, yeah. I'm interested, if anybody watching this has had either hip bursitis or has had trochanteric, what's the terminology? Trochanteric hip bursitis, and they've had steroid injections. If anybody's got any strong opinions for or against, I'd be really. So the only people that will bother to respond to this are the people that watched to the end of the video. So this is already a feather in your cap if you respond to this, because it means you bother to watch to the end of the video. But yeah, I'd be really interested to know if anybody's had it and it's helped them, because it's getting really painful. Good. Excellent. On a final note, Tom, I think you've seen this because I think you follow me on Instagram. But let me show you this amazing book that I bought. So I always used to buy shit every year.
oh, I did see that. Yeah, it's great.
I used to buy shit.
Did you buy them? I thought they were like screenshots. I didn't realize you'd actually bought them.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So every year, weirdly, I always used to see a present. The first person I saw a present for would always be my dad's mom. Alors la première personne effectivement pour qui je voyais toujours un cadeau, c'était ma grand-mère paternelle. And she was obsessed with Scotland. Elle était obsédée quoi par l'Écosse. And there's this really cute little book, Scottish Folk and Fairy Tales, les contes de fées écossaises. Yeah, and it's just it's just she sorry, écossais made me think of les contes de fées. I was thinking les histoires écossaises or les contes écossais. Yeah, but it's just cute. It's like a bit gilded and nice, and it's just a cute little book. And I just thought, oh. So whenever I see anything that I would have otherwise bought my grandmother, I buy it my auntie because they normally have similar fucking taste anyway. So my aunt gets all of her presents. And if ever I used to say to my grandmother, oh, I've gotten your Christmas present, she used to get a bit crabby in this, like, oh, it's not for the monetary thing. She could buy her own stuff. She just liked to know that she's being thought of and all of this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So what is that that's hanging down? Oh my God, you don't even want to know what is that's hanging down. Do you want to know what it is? It is a zebra skin. It's a zebra skin. Like literally, like I've got a friend who was dead into the whole like post-colonial. She was super bougie. She lived off Hyde Park. Everything was Chanel. Everything was gorgeous. And she moved back to Brazil, and I got a load of her stuff, and that is a zebra skin, like a rug that is literally the skin of a zebra, which was worth a fucking fortune when she bought it. But because of what it is, I don't want to throw it away. I'm like, it's almost insulting to the animal. So, but I don't like it, so I'm trying to get rid of it. So I'm trying to find some super into it. So anybody you know collects, like, has this whole like African sort of like aesthetic or post-colonial chic or whatever, by all means let me know. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't like selling things on eBay either. So good job. Any news? Any other news? How's Germany working out for you?
Yeah, good. I got to where I was staying for 2 days on Monday, and then I moved into my
your train journey seemed mammoth.
It was a bit, I mean, yeah, like I said on the phone, it's great that they have this thing. You pay 50 euros a month and you can travel as far as you want, but you can only take the slow-ass trains. So in some ways it was like, oh, this is such a great kind of public service that they have. But then in other ways it was pretty brutal. But I got there. And then I didn't miss the connection on the way back to where I'm actually staying. So
I bet you did.
That was very easy. But yeah, it's great. I'm staying. I have like a small apartment in this like research institute place, and like yeah, they give me like an office. I have like printing. Like it's all like it feels a little bit surreal. I don't quite know how I managed to like jammy my way into this.
I mean, your living situation is lovely.
This is my office, Luke. This isn't even where I'm living.
This is just your office.
This is just my office. There's a fucking echo.
Until you get tenure, you've got some shit old desk, like, you know, that's kind of like with other people or something. Do you know what I mean?
Even if you do get tenure, you still share an office most of the time. Like this is going to be the best. This is the best it's ever going to get. But anyway, no, it's great. It's all good. I'm just trying to get my German back up to scratch a little bit, and also keep it like separate from French. And it's all getting a little.
Do you know the answer to that? Accents. Keep your accents separate. Yeah. That's the trick with multi-languages, is keep the accent, have a mouth setting, have a phrase that you use to get you into French, a phrase that you use to get you into German, all of this business. So where are you on the map then?
In Essen, which is west. Yeah, it's the Ruhr Valley, so it's near Düsseldorf and Dortmund. It's not far from, it's like, the train direct is about 4.5 hours from Paris.
Which you won't miss in future.
No, I had to take a stupid route because there was no direct train on the day that I wanted to go, basically. And I was actually going to Hamburg, but I had to go to Essen first to get them to refund my ticket, and it all just went. But no, I won't miss it in future.
And you enjoying the work?
Touch wood. Yeah, work is a strong word for it at the moment, but I've got my I've got my plan of stuff that I need to do while I'm here, basically.
You seem really chilled. You seem in a much
working through that.
You seem in a much more comfortable
Oh
place.
no, yeah, no. A few things have fallen into place over the last few months, so this is kind of.
I'm really pleased.
This is good.
It's only when things
thanks.
go right when you realise how much mental effort it is when things have been going wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, when the pressure comes off a little bit, then it's like, yeah. No, it's nice.
Nathan, how's shit with you?
It's good. I finished my first week of teaching, and I did high school last year, and this year it's middle school, and the children are so much.
Are they more interested or less interested?
They're more interested in hanging out with me and less interested in learning English. So it's much worse for me because I'd rather teach and have the class, but they're all like, "Do you have a girlfriend? In the United States, do you eat fast food every day?" Like I can't get them to sit down and stop doing that. But I think it'll be better once they get used to it.
So are you going to decant a little bit of eau de Luc and borrow a bit of can of whoop-ass?
Maybe, yeah.
People are like, "You're so mean," and I'm just like, no. When you've taught 35 kids, some of whom can't even sit on a chair, you learn to be disciplinarian. You do. Also, I grew up with that. I grew up with people that really cared about me. I think I've told you the story. I used to come home and be like, "Mummy, why is Denny," one of my original dance teachers was called Denise. I was like, "Mummy, why is Denny," or Mrs. Robinson, "why is Mrs. Robinson been really horrible?" No, she was actually soft. It was when I went to somewhere called Marilyn Harris. I was like, "Why is Miss Harris," let's call her Miss Harris. It's like, "Why is Miss Harris? Why is Marilyn being really horrible to me?" And my mum was like, "Do you know what's worse than the ballet teacher not telling you off? Telling you off is a ballet teacher not even noticing you." Because my mum had done a lot of athletics. My mum used to come into our primary school and coach. And I remember the headmaster being like, because she was like, again, like, because for people to do the baton pass. And we destroyed, even at like primary school level, we destroyed in the kind of town finals. They were like, "What the heck?" Like everybody else was there like, yeah, sweets and candy on the coach. And our primary school was like, there in matching tracksuits with the mental mindset. Like, do you know what I mean? My mum was giving us like, that was one thing my mum was wicked at, was like sports stuff. And then when I got into dance seriously, it was like, you will not work if you don't get to this standard. There are so many people that want to do this. We don't care. Like I remember literally going from this environment that was like, you'll find your own stretch, to literally like, in fact, I was talking about this today. I was talking about Me Too moments. There's this girl called Justine who was really, really attractive, and she used to do grand écart facial, so like a side split with the legs out to the side, and she's really good looking. And she used to do that, and she used to make me do mine, and she'd put her hands around where my bum becomes my lower back, and she'd pull me, and I was only like 12, and she'd pull me groin to groin so that my 180 degrees was 180 degrees. And the incentive, how wrong is this nowadays? You just wouldn't get away with this. The incentive was that if I got close to her, I got close to her. That was the point. Knowingly, she'd do this. And I just looked back on that. I was like, what the actual shit? But her and other people and all these other tutors were like, no, again, like not for the sake of it, but like, you've been told, remember, think. You've been told, remember, think, do it. And now I can't because my body just won't do what I want to do. But like, it did get you to a place where you were like, and the same with horse riding. It's just like, there's this wonderful woman called Dawn Deemer, and I used to like, I used to worship her because she'd just be like, when you jump a horse, you're supposed to fold so that your weight goes over. And she used to just go, fucking fold, like at the top, because I used to like standing up a little bit, because I used to like the wee feeling, which is completely not safe. Well, no, it's safe up to a certain height, but it's not clever after a certain height. And she'd just be like, fold. And then we'd be down the pub afterwards and fine, you're right, Lukey, So I've never, ever, ever had any problem where people have been like, bruh, with me, because also it's when you're concentrating and you're trying to do something and someone goes, you need that at you, and it never bothers me and stuff like Yeah, there was a kind of a funny story I meant to tell about the horse thing. What was it? I was just gonna. There's something about that before I go. What was it that made me think of something really comedy? The fold thing. Oh shit! Yeah, Tom, this is more for you. So you know, like Myra Hindley and Ian Brady. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just it came out of nowhere. Yeah, I do.
The
know.
Moors murder. So basically,
I do know.
very evil people, evil child killers that basically were serial killers of children up in the north. And I once asked this riding woman, and I was like, "Where did you learn to ride? Because you ride really well." And she said, "Well, I rode a lot as a kid," which, to be fair, I did before stopping because of ballet won't let you do horse riding or cycling. It's just not great for the muscles and stuff. And then when you do it as a job, your insurance won't let you do those. It won't let you ride a horse or ski if you have professional insurance. But so she said, "Oh yeah, I used to ride up where I used to live. I used to live up by the moors, and I used to ride this pony across the moors." And she was like, and I saw and she said, "I used to ride on Saddleworth Moor," and I was going, I'm sure that name means something to me. And she said, "Yep." And I said, "Did you ever?" And she went, "Yep." She said, "Because if you saw a woman with a big bleached head of hair, which is what she was famous for having, Nathan, I mean, demonic person." So yeah, and she's like, "If I'd have come off my horse," it's terrible, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. Yeah.
So he saw her? She saw her? Like, also.
Yeah, and Dawn's not a bullshitter. Dawn's not an exaggerator. Dawn's not a hyperbole for the sake of conversational merit. Dawn was like, "Yeah, absolutely, completely saw her. Saw them a couple of times." She's like, "It's really horrible when you think about it. You know, they could have just done all sorts. Do you know what I mean? You know." And she says, "I remember walking, holding the pony, giving it a rest, and seeing this woman smiling at me, like, and just feeling really like, get on your horse and canter off now." She says, "You just remember feeling, you know, and the horse feeling funny, you know." So yeah, interesting, dark, very, 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 very interesting. This kind of, do you know what I mean? But it's really cool because it's like the right horse will look after you and the wrong horse will hate you. And I remember jumping and just prattling about. The only time I was ever slightly joking about, because jumping you have to be really careful. And you did this thing called aeroplaning, where you basically go over a jump and you put your arms out to the sides. You don't hold the horse, which scares the shit out of people watching. But because the point is, you don't jump, the horse jumps. So people always panic and go, "Oh my God, you need to do so much." No, the horse is jumping. You're just staying on the horse. That's your job. And the one time we'd done a course and we'd be coming over and we went to go turn left. And we'd done that 3 times in a row, and then we had to go turn to the right. So you come over one jump and then you look where you were going and go to the other jump. And the horse had watched the other horses. The fact that this was now that we're going the other way, the horse knew what the job was. But for some reason, I'd been chatting and joking around with Dawn, which is unlike me when I was riding. And I went to sort of position myself ever so slightly. My brain thought I was going to go the other way. So it's not like a motorbike. You don't bank on a horse. You've got to stay over the horse kind of thing. But for some reason, I thought we were going that way, and my bum just ever so slightly, whatever. And the horse rescued me. The horse kind of like twisted, caught my bum a little bit, and then went the way it needed to go. Do you know what I mean? And stuff. It was so cool. And she was like, "That horse fucking loves you." And it was the coolest thing ever. And it was like, and the one time I remember saying, because I jumped on this horse a little bit heavily the first time, and the horse just took off and only had one foot in the, and I was like, in the stirrups, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Les étriers. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And she said, "Oh, did I forget to tell you? He's had spinal surgery." Like she'd done it on purpose to see it. And this horse, I just jumped just where this horse had a back operation. And then the one time I said, "Well, why doesn't this other friend of mine called Paul, who used to ride with us, quite a big guy, but not particularly bigger than me." And I said, "Oh, why doesn't Paul ride and do the jump on Alfie, and I'll ride so and so and so and so?" And I thought this horse was a really moody little shit that never wanted to do anything. And she said, "Alfie won't let Paul on him." I went, "What do you mean?" She said, "Alfie won't let most men on him." I went, "What do you mean?" And she said, "He doesn't like men on him. He won't let them on him." I said, "But I've been riding Alfie." She said, yeah, I knew he'd like you." So I'd just gone on this horse that I thought was a bit of a prick, but was still like affectionate with me and stuff. And literally to then find out that every other horse every other guy that had tried to sort of get on this horse had literally bucked them straight off and said, "You're just not fucking coming on my back." I was like, "Oh my God, my baby, my baby." Seriously, I was so like, I was just like so fucking moved. And then these people just this week have sent me this message saying, "Do you want to come out for Christmas dinner?" Because there was like, Tom, do you know, what's the chain? I used to think it was an individual pub, and then I realised it was a chain like an idiot. Steak Group, something and something. They do really good steaks. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Miller and Carter, such good steaks. There's a steakhouse down the road from, like, literally 30 seconds from the stables. And I thought it was the local pub, because I said to my best friend, I went, "Oh, we go to this great pub called the Miller and Carter." And Sam went, "Do you mean Miller and Carter, the chain franchise of steak restaurants?" It'd be like me saying, Nathan, "Oh, we went to this really cute little like bar called the Red Lobster," and someone going, "Do you mean like Red Lobster?" So we go there, and they're like, "Are you coming for the Christmas do?" And I'm like, "I don't know if I want to go to the Christmas do, like, not having ridden in 2-3 years because of Cipro. It's a bit like, So we'll see. Anyway, love you and leave you both. Well done. Good work. All right. Speak soon.
See you next week.
Speak soon.
Thanks.
Take care.
See you guys.
Thanks. Bye. See you guys. Bye.